Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make my triple poof wreath. This wreath is very simple. I didn't want ribbons. I didn't want a lot of, decorations on it, because like the sign says, we need to just keep life simple. Hold on, I'll show you how to make it. Alrighty, let us get started. So first off, you're going to need a 14-inch wire wreath form from the Dollar Tree. Also, one of these signs from the Dollar Tree, and I thought that in recent times that this sign is very appropriate and sort of a reminder that we need to just keep life simple. It has some flowers and a lot of glitter. Now for the mesh, this is Dollar Tree mesh. I have green, pink, and white. Here's the labels. It is Dollar Tree mesh. The previous wreath that I made like this, piece of glass or something, that I made like this, I was using the mesh from Hobby Lobby. So I know how much mesh I used for that one, but for this one, I'm just gonna have to make it, and then I'll come back and tell you how many of the Dollar Tree rolls I used, okay? I have 6 on hand, 2 of each color. But like I said, if I use more than that, of course, I'm gonna tell you. Now to attach them, I'm gonna be using zip ties. Now why am I using zip ties as opposed to my normal pipe cleaners? Because this method is kind of like my ex-mother-in-law, it's a little loose. So you don't want to be using brightly colored pipe cleaners, because then you're going to be seeing them shine through. It's a lot easier to hide these clear whitish colored zip ties. You can get these pretty much anywhere, hardware stores, Walmart, craft stores. I also have a ruler and my scissors over here and my hot glue gun for attaching pipe cleaners or something to the back of my sign. But for now, we're going to put the sign over here on the side. It's about to fall down and make a noise. If you hear a crash in the background, that's what's happening. All right, so I'm going to gracefully open up my zip ties. Here's one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to layer our mesh on top of each other. And I think I want the white in the center. So I'm going to do green and then the white and then the pink. And this is much easier to do when I'm not having my arms outstretched underneath a camera trying to show everybody else. So now that you have the mesh layered on top of each other, you just want to kind of grab its little end like that. And then we're going to take our zip tie and attach it to our wreath form. Just around these two, okay? Not the outer ones, around the center too. So put one in like that. And then we're going to run the other end. Oops, I need to twist it around. Run the other end like that. And y'all know how to work zip ties, but I'm going to show you anyway. See how you just put that end inside the bigger end and then you tighten it up. Okay, that is pretty tight. And that's not going to go anywhere. No, I got to slide it all the way over. Duh. Slide it all the way over so that it's up against one of these little cross sections there. All right, like I said, this is going to be kind of difficult while I'm all trying to show on camera. Okay, so now we have our mesh off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get out another, oh my gosh, I almost said pipe cleaner. You can tell I use pipe cleaners often. I'm going to get out another zip tie. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure roughly 8 inches from where I tied it down here. We're going to measure over 8 inches and then just grab the mesh right there. It don't have to be exact. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what to measure. So now we have the 8 inches. I just grabbed it right here. And now I'm going to take the zip tie and we're just going to fasten it down once again. Just going to fasten it around the 2 center ones. Like that. And that is all that you do for this method as far as tying it down. Now with these little poofs, that's what they are, they're little poofs. You want to get about 6 per section. This bar here and this bar here, this is a section. So you want to put about 6 per section. And now that that is tightened down, you're just going to scoot it over like this. Here's where you tied it down. Just scoot it over. And now I wait until I have all of my 6 poofs in the section before I do this, but I'm going to do it right now just to show you what it looks like. You're just going to take your mesh and just kind of separate it like this. And then you have 3 little poofs just like that. Okay? Now it's going to look kind of raggedy. It's not going to look good until you get a handful of your poofs put on there, okay? And then you go back and you fluff it all out and you maneuver it a little bit like this. It'll take you a few minutes to get all that done, okay? Just to get it in place the way you want it. So now let me do one more and then we will move on and I'll pause the video and turn y'all loose. So you just take your mesh. This is where we tied it down. Measure 8 inches from that. Just kind of scrunch it together. Wrap my zip tie right around there and then fasten it down to the wreath form. Sorry, my camera cut off. Usually I have it on airplane mode, but a call came in and it knocked the camera off. But anyway, here's where we tied this piece down. Now come over 8 inches. Put another zip tie, just wrap it around the frame and then tighten it down, move it over. And you want to put 6 of these per section, okay? So I'm going to work on this, putting on all of my sections, and I'll come back and of course show you how many rolls of mesh I used, and then we'll fluff it out and attach our sign. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, so the wreath part is finished, and yes, I know it's a little difficult to see the entire thing right now, but don't worry. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what it looks like anyway. So I did wind up using all 6 of the rolls of Dollar Tree mesh. I used 2 pink, 2 white, and 2 green, so 6 total. Now let's flip it over on the back here, and I haven't trimmed this up yet, but when I ran out of mesh, I just took one of the zip ties and tied the end to the frame and then just trimmed off the excess and then just started another roll right beside of it. You know, like we started at the beginning, just take a little bit of the mesh, fasten it to the frame, and then just keep on going. So for this sign, I'm going to attach it like I do all of my other signs. I just put hot glue on each, well, it doesn't really have corners, but you know, the rounded doohickeys, I just put blobs of hot glue there. And I took a pipe cleaner and glued it down. And now what I'm going to do is just kind of put the sign in place, and then we're going to take the pipe cleaners and just run it down between your little poofs of mesh here. Can y'all see this? Just run it down between the mesh here and just wrap it around the frame. Okay, so I'm just going to push it down, and I don't ever tighten the sign all the way down until I get all of the corners, the edges, whatever you want to call it, until I get that done. And then once I see that it is perfectly in place where I want it, then I go back and tighten everything down. Because you don't want the sign to be so tight it really smashes your mesh, but you don't want it so loose that when you hang it up, it falls off to the side. Okay, so off camera, I'll go through and do all of those, okay? As far as flowers, where did they go? As far as flowers, here they are. The sign, as you can see, has pink, green, and white, which is why I chose those colors for the mesh. And then there's some little bees, and up here is the flower. There is a little bit of pale yellow there. And I have these pale yellow flowers. And what I'm going to do is just take them off of the stem, like that. And then I'm just going to glue some down. I think I'm going to put just a few here and then some up here on this corner too. These flowers also came from the Dollar Tree, and let's see if I want the leaves. I don't think you're going to be able to see the leaves, really. You're really not going to be able to see them. So you know what? I'm just not going to put them on there. All right, now these petals are bent. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I wipe off the excess glue on the end of my hot glue gun. And then you just can take the end of your glue gun and heat up the petal of the flower. And then just kind of hold it straight, or you can lay it on your table and put a book or something on top of it. And it helps to straighten them right out, okay? So I won't do all of that on camera either. I try to keep my videos short. So I'm just using the end to heat it up a little bit. And just hold it flat. See? And it straightened it out. All right, so let's see. I think I'll put a blob of glue right there. I'm gonna put that flower here. Try to hold it down while it cools. And I might put just a dot of glue here and there, just to hold some of these petals down. Like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run these pipe cleaners down through the mesh and tighten them up. And then I'm going to finish gluing on some flowers, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. Alrighty, there it is. How cute is that? Simple. A simple, basic wreath, like the sign. Like I said earlier, you know, simplicity was what I was going for here. Just keeping it simple. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!